loss at home to South Carolina on Tuesday. Kentucky lost in overtime to Florida on Wednesday. Dalton Knecht has been the star of the show since he arrived from Northern Colorado. He's averaging 32 points a game over his last 6. He's #1 in the scouting report. It's a series that dates to 1910. It's Kentucky and Tennessee, and it's a top 10 showdown. And we are underway from Rupp. Zakai Zeigler will control the tip for Tennessee. And if you need me to describe the team colors in this one, you haven't been paying much attention. This is an old school SEC rivalry. Zeigler for 3 and used every bit before dropping.
Yeah, they come in making, what, 8 threes a game. Tennessee about 33%. Not real heavy with the 3 ball. The man on the road. What a great way to start for Double Z.
No DJ Wagner in this game, and so Reed Sheppard helping run the offense with his 2nd consecutive start. Ugonna Onyenso in the paint. He was a revelation in the Florida loss, but he turns it over in his first touch tonight.
Right off the bat, you see Tennessee very comfortable with one-on-one defense. Jonas Aidoo on Onyenso. And when you don't have to double team that low block, Tom, that is advantage to your defense.
Justin Edwards is assigned Dalton Knecht early, but right off the bat, Josiah Jordan-James. He had 18 in their last matchup last season on 4 of 7 from deep, and he had not been hot. That's just his 2nd make from deep in his last 19 tries.
Yeah, but Rick Barnes very clear with Josiah Jordan-James this morning. You must take your open 3s in this game. They're going to back off of you, make them pay.
Shot clock is late for this Kentucky team that really loves to move. A 3 ball from Mitchell is off the mark. Offensive board on Onyenso. And a new lease on this possession for the Cats. Antonio Reeves misses the floater, and it will be Tennessee basketball.
One of the top 3 or 4 defensive teams in the country are the Tennessee Volunteers. They will change up their ball screen defense. They will fight you on that defensive glass. Kentucky's first shot must be really good for the next 40 minutes.
Here's Knecht, his first touch on the offensive end. Guarded by the freshman Edwards. James, aggressive move. Aidoo couldn't clean it up once. Gets it the 2nd time. They did not shoot well in the paint in their midweek loss.
Well, they missed like 10 or 11 shots right at the rim, did Tennessee. Now, South Carolina's defense had something to do with it, but you could not carve out a better start for Rick Barnes and his Vols.
They bring a double, and it turns into a steal from James. The veteran Mitchell didn't handle it well. Here's Zeigler. Knecht from the corner. And Onyenso with the rebound.
And that tells you Tennessee concerned about the post touch of Mitchell with an early double team.
Edwards off the back rim. Another offensive board. And a foul will be on the floor with 13 on the shot clock.
Jonas Aidoo is 7 feet and has really developed as an offensive rebound putback guy. He's got tremendous hand strength, Tom, and he is a load and so good at running right to the front of the rim on those shot attempts.
Was bothered by some misses at the rim and fouls last time. Sheppard drills it. It took a victory lap for the first bucket for the Cats.
Yeah, you got to know as the out-of-bounds trigger guy, Reed Sheppard is so dangerous. Just a foot race to the ball and the lift for the 3.
Knecht on the curl over Sheppard.
The versatility of this kid we will see all game long. Way more than just a standstill jump shooter.
Mitchell harassed with another double. Finds Reeves in the corner. It was a good look, but Reeves couldn't knock it down. Tennessee to push. Edwards a tap away. James recovers. Now Vescovi for 3. Got it. What a start for Tennessee. 3 of 4 from deep. It's a 10-point road lead for the Volunteers.
And how about the effort of Josiah Jordan-James to get the ball stripped from behind, but this to still pursue it. Man, that first shot went down for Zakai Zeigler. It got a couple of bounces and it got it to drop and just kind of seemed like it fed Tennessee early confidence on the offensive end.
Well, Rick Barnes is saying, hey, we're doing some things right, but he is a perfectionist.
Oh, that's a bad handle right there for Reed Sheppard to be chasing Dalton Knecht because of the size disadvantage that Sheppard is in. And Dalton Knecht is all of 6'6", and he gets to that sweet spot, which is the elbow or the nail. It is a money shot for 3 and orange.
Usually it's the road team that has to stop the momentum and use a timeout to do so, but it's Kentucky here as the Volunteers have made 5 of 8 from the floor. Kentucky 1 of 5 with 2 turnovers.
Well, that was a settle down timeout by Coach Cal. And he's got young guys. It's a big time environment tonight, but they've got to settle into this game.
Only make for the Cats was a Sheppard 3. Here's Reeves now. Shot clock at 10. Jordan Gainey on the floor for Tennessee trying to guard Reeves. Mid-range good.
He's got it all, doesn't he?
Yep.
He absolutely has it all. And you down him a little bit and open your hips. He is so good with that pull-up jump shot.
Calipari brought 3 off the bench, including Fierro, who's now in charge of trying to slow down Knecht. Ziegler can't get by Sheppard. Here's Gainey. Lost Reeves. Couldn't return the favor. And now Ziegler. Got it. All right, thanks, Dan. 16-5 Tennessee with an early lead on Kentucky inside a packed house in Lexington. Zakai Ziegler had the steal and got fouled by Adou Thiero. Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes is building his pack. The town is abuzz. This is a big-time matchup in a series that dates all the way to 1910. Jimmy, a top 10 showdown between 2 conference rivals.
Yeah, Tennessee has settled into this game quicker than Kentucky. Tennessee already 4 out of 5 from the 3-point line, Tom Hart. Zakai Ziegler knocked down a big one on the first possession. And then the entire offense just has opened up. And John Calipari's already had to have a timeout to calm his guys down. You mentioned it earlier. This city has felt different all day long. I've been on that Kentucky bench as an assistant coach for a couple of years, multiple times in the arena. This game feels different, and Rupp feels different. And right now, Tennessee has adjusted to the environment faster than Kentucky.
There's a tinge of anxiety for both teams coming off of midweek losses, maybe more so for Kentucky. It's a great offensive team, has struggled defensively, and now they got to stop one of the true stars in college basketball, Dalton Knecht.
There's not a better player in college basketball than Dalton Knecht right now, and he has proven that the last month. I mean, his ability to go for 30, 35 on the road is some special stuff. A big physical guard at 6'6", can punish you at the rim as a transition driver, as a half-court driver, and has a phenomenal ability to finish in traffic. His size is something that you have to handle. The rise, the release, the rotation on the ball is always there. And he is putting up historical numbers, Tom Hart, when you compare to what he's done.
Yeah, this is our sonic blockbuster. He is in rarefied air with Luka Garza from 20 and Zion from March of 19.
Well, and think about this. Luka Garza, National Player of the Year when he did it. Zion Williamson, National Player of the Year. Dalton Knecht is chasing Zach Edey right now in that conversation. And it's not too late or too early to think about this guy right here. To me, is the best player in college basketball overall. Zach Edey, the most dominant player, but this guy's versatility, what he's done offensively over the last 4 weeks. He is a lottery pick, quickly moving up to possibly the first player taken from the college level in the next NBA draft.
And he's the piece that Rick Barnes has been missing. Over the last 6 games, Knecht has given him 32 points a game. Rick Barnes is an elite defensive coach. Tennessee has been a top 5 seed for the last 5 years, but they've missed and grinded out games. A go-to guy, he's the dude.
He changes them in March. How you project Tennessee in March should look different this year than in the past. He can bail them out of tough stretches. And the attention he's getting so far in this game, Tom, has opened up the 3-point shooting for some other guys. But this guy's in constant motion. He's in phenomenal shape. John Calipari, to me, has 3. And now Thiero is the guy. Is he the physical, strong guard that can get into Connect and make life tough?
You're watching ESPN Sonic Blockbuster, the third of 3 straight top 10 showdowns on ESPN. And a fantastic crowd on hand at Rupp to take this one in a series that was first contested in 1910. This is Connect. They switch out the freshman Bradshaw on it. That hustle by Bradshaw to get back. James had already hit 1-3 early on, misses that one, and another offensive board for UT.
Yeah, similar to what Kansas did to Houston today. They are winning every loose ball so far in this game, are the Tennessee Volunteers.
It's James again. That is the 5th offensive rebound for Tennessee. On 6 misses so far. Toby Awaka gets in the paint.
Hook.
Got him with the left arm. So Kentucky so far offensively, Jimmy, just 2 for 6, an Antonio Reeves floater and a Reed Shepherd 3. With the lineup that's on the floor right now, where are they best in the half court?
Well, it's multiple guys, and that's what John Calipari has to work with. One of the most high-powered offense in college basketball. The problem is Tennessee is one of the top 3 or 4 defensive teams in the country. And the key for Tennessee in this game defensively, can they guard the ball, stay in front of the ball against the speed of these Kentucky guards?
Kentucky number 10 in offensive efficiency according to Ken Palm. Tennessee 2nd in the country in defensive efficiency. Shepherd gets it. That's his 2nd bucket. By the way, of note, DJ Wagner, the starting point guard for Kentucky, is out for the 2nd straight game with an ankle injury. Limited practice this week. John Calipari said he won't go. Here's Jordan Gainey for 3. What a start for Tennessee.
Now they're making 8 threes a game in conference play, and they're chasing that number right now in the first half.
Rob Dillingham, instant offense off the bench for Kentucky.
You cannot be lazy with your pickup point against Kentucky's guards. Dillingham, Shepherd, they will shoot it deep from transition along with Reeves.
Here's a look at on the floor for Tennessee, brought to you by Degree, and a falling shot drilled by Gainey, who gives him 7 a game and already has 5.
Tennessee giving Kentucky the business early with their off-ball screening action. The best in college ball, the team in orange, at screening with pin-down action, getting into those curl jump shots.
An early 11-point lead. Dillingham gives it up. This is Thiero on Connect. Onyenso fighting for the board. And a foul on the floor. Thiero's been battling a back injury, and he gets up gingerly after getting to the hardwood on that rebound.
Well, Adu Thiero, Justin Edwards, who got the start on Dalton Connect, and Jordan Burks are the 3 guys that Cal worked yesterday in practice chasing Dalton Connect. So you got 3 guys that are 6'7", 6'8", the ability to put size on Connect. But it is a tough challenge and a tough cover.
It's already the 2nd on Awaka. Key reserve gives him 13 minutes a game. He'll sit, and they return Jonas Adu.
Tennessee has really amped up their baseline out of bounds under defense this year. Very physical. You have to have a safe play just to get it in.
Got a 7-footer on the ball in Adu. Here's Reeves. Finds Shepherd. Nothing doing. Extra pass. Dillingham. Got it.
And money. Dillingham is best off the bounce, but when that ball gets to that swing, man, did he shoot with confidence.
Connect, challenged by Onyenso. Catch the other way. Here's Reeves. Roof would have come off on that one. Gainey. And a loose ball again to the men in orange. Connect. Thinks better of going after Onyenso again.
Tennessee has gotten every loose ball and every loose rebound so far in this game.
And now an extra pass to Meshack, and it's an air ball. Connect has it with 4. Couldn't find the rim, didn't get the whistle.
A lot of contact.
Here's a look at the lineups on the floor, brought to you by Degree. And a foul on Connect at midcourt.
Well, Kentucky has settled in, starting to move that ball. You play with a hot ball and you throw strikes, you're going to get good looks. Dillingham sees a big rim. A good timeout by Calipari early because his team has responded. What a block by Onyenso. It is not easy to get to Dalton Connect. He's 6'6", he's physical at the rim. And Onyenso says, not on my watch.
See where the Cats go here. Dillingham has given him a couple threes. By the way, we might have the two best players in Hickory, North Carolina history in the building tonight. Yeah. Rob Dillingham with the ball in his hand, and Ricky Barnes. Mitchell finds a wide open on Yenso. That was too easy.
Tom, ball side defense will win you some games. Weak side defense will win you a title. Tennessee negligent on that time.
Ziegler with the reverse.
Oh, Tennessee not afraid to be in a foot race so far in this game.
Dillingham contested fadeaway too. This guy's a superstar. He had 20 in the Florida loss.
Big time shot. You just pat him on the butt and say well done and continue to play if you're Tennessee.
This is breakneck pace. Both sides want to run. It may be a Kentucky advantage, third in the country in scoring. Shepard from deep. And a foul on Ziegler inside, trying to block out Mitchell. Tennessee led this game 8-0. Home crowd didn't have much to cheer about. They got it now. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the Sonic quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Just $1.99 for a limited time, only at Sonic.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Nothing comes close to this place in the morning. I'm so glad I can still come here. You see, I was diagnosed with obstructive HCM, and there were some days I was so short of breath, I thought I'd have to settle for never stepping foot on this trail again. I became great at making excuses, but I have people who count on me, so I talked to my cardiologist. I said there must be more we can do for my symptoms. He told me about a medication called Camzyos. He said Camzyos works by targeting what's causing my obstructive HCM, so he prescribed it, and I'm really glad he did.
Camzyos is used to treat adults with symptomatic obstructive HCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and your ability to be active. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased if you develop a serious infection or irregular heartbeat or when taking certain other medicines. So do not stop, start, or change medicines or the dose without telling your healthcare provider. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help if you experience new or worsening symptoms of heart failure. Because of this risk, Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all of your medical conditions, including current or planned pregnancy.
Today with Camzyos, I don't lose my breath as often. My symptoms have improved, helping me go from expecting less to experiencing more. My name is Mike, and this is my Camzyos moment. Call your cardiologist today and see if a Camzyos moment may be in your future too.
Remember space and legroom? That's more like it. The three-row Lexus TX.
When is a basketball more than a basketball? When it connects a wide-eyed kid to life-changing coaches, mentors, and medical care. Becomes a passport to see the world and an opportunity to build a name into a brand. Helps a player with potential turn a scholarship into a college degree. And start life after basketball debt-free. For college athletes, a basketball just means more.
You're watching ESPN Sonic Blockbuster from Rupp Arena.
Tom, if you're playing Kentucky, you're going to constantly deal with on-ball screens and transition. The urgency or lack of by Dalton Knecht right there was glaring. You've got to know the on-ball screen is coming. You got to talk it out, but the urgency that you have to have against a hooper like Dillingham has to be elevated for Tennessee in this building.
The tides have changed. Tennessee started hot but has cooled. And John Calipari used an early timeout at the 16:36 mark. Kentucky was down 10 at that time. And they've surged their way back into this. Here's Trey Mitchell, guarded by Josiah Jordan-James. Dillingham is combustible. He already has 8 on 2 threes. Missed Mitchell, but Sheppard there to bail him out. Shot clock at 5. He'll shoot it in a second. A hop and a skip and a 3, and he got it again.
And a big-time escape move by Dillingham in late clock.
Gainey dumps it inside. Adu got it deep on Onyenso.
And Adu is so good in condition to play a hard 25, 28, 30 minutes a game. Runs every single time, both directions.
Antonio Reeves, 4th in the league in scoring, only has 2 points so far tonight. It's Dillingham who's been shouldering the offensive load. Back to 0. Onyenso had it for a moment. Meshack with a baseline drive. That's a mismatch. James with Dillingham.
Josiah Jordan-James has been in a ton of big games, Tom Hart. And he came in not playing his best basketball, but he's rising right now with a look in his eye like I've been here before.
Wow! Sheppard rejected at the rim. That was Adu who put it back. And now Gainey transition 3. Vescovi tracks it down. Bodies on the floor in front of the Kentucky bench and a whistle before the shot.
I just mentioned Adu sprints both directions. The floor's not tilted. It's an equal floor for this kid. And his ability to run back and get to the ball from Sheppard from behind. And watch Dillingham earlier. I talked about his ability to escape. Probably got away with a travel call because those feet didn't come down at the same time. But nevertheless, his ability, the craftiness, and the determination of Zero and White, the moxie that he plays with is what you're guarding as much as anything.
He has scored 11 of the last 13. Let me ask, why do you take him out at this moment when he's smoking hot?
Well, Cal has, like all of us, Tom, he coaches with his gut. And Dillingham's a guy that maybe saw something on the defensive end for a second, but this is a game you've got to have your best players play the major minutes. Watch out.
Vescovi with the turnover. This is a Kentucky team that ran out of gas at the end of that Florida game. 5 players played 33 minutes or more, including Reed Sheppard, who played every minute in an overtime contest.
And Zakai Ziegler being that backcourt pest that he is defensively, you can take nothing for granted when 5 in orange is guarding you. Kentucky will probably ball screen for Sheppard to knock this pressure off that Zakai Ziegler is going to put on. Just the threat of the smack action right there is exactly what they do.
James ends up taking it away from Sheppard. And it gets knocked away and out of bounds. Tennessee with the takeaway. Josiah Jordan-James, you mentioned it. He's been ice cold. 5 for 28 over his last 7 games. He's playing like a guy on his last trip to Rupp.
And to our point, Dillingham checks back in. Now Sheppard will get a quick blow. And John Calipari knows what's at stake. His team's coming in off of a loss. The intensity of these two teams in practice the past 2 days has been at another level. And I've been at a lot of practices for Tennessee and Kentucky over the years. This game tonight means more.
Knecht has been slowed down tonight, just 1 for his first 4. Back on the floor, no hesitation, and he splashes down his first triple.
His ability off baseline out of bounds under. If you're not physical with him before the ball's handed out of bounds, that's on you for Kentucky tonight.
Dillingham picks up his dribble. It's a 7-0 Tennessee run. Tapped out. And we got a stoppage over in front of the Tennessee bench. Shot clock was not reset. There's 18 seconds on it. Both teams will steal a timeout in this one. It has been a rapid start on both sides.
The previous shot clock situations under review.
Doug Shows with the announcement. After the drive by Dillingham, did it hit the rim? I don't know if it did on that one, but how about connect on it? Out of bounds play.
Well, on the baseline out of bounds under, you're not physical with him. That's not physical enough if you're Edwards. This kid is 6'6", and he is dynamic from that ball side corner position. And he's so good playing in a tight space, Tom. That's a 10-foot by 3-foot area in that short corner that Knecht works with. And why is he hard to guard? Man, so many different things about his game. First of all, he loves ball, and he went to Rick Barnes of Tennessee because Kevin
After
Durant.
further review, the shot clock will be placed at 11 seconds.
Thank you, Doug. But this is Dalton Knecht. He does have pro lift on his jump shot. There's a difference between college and pro lift, and he's got it. He is fast, physical, and a very long finisher at the rim. And the mentality of Kevin Durant. He plays the game low for a tall guy. He shoots the ball with conviction every time. Is he going to get 35 a night? Probably not. Is he a threat to? Absolutely.
And has he lately? He's come close. He had 31 in the midweek loss to South Carolina. A flurry at the end. 10 of those came in the last 2 minutes. His recruitment out of the transfer portal in Northern Colorado came down to Tennessee and Oregon. The Oregon coaches were blown away on his visit. They had a dinner set up. He said, no, I got more shots to get up. And he spent an extra 2 hours in the gym. That's Justin Edwards with the midi. Knecht got it deep. Now Adu. Ziegler for three. Right in front of Reeves.
Tom, that is his spot. That high slot, particularly on the left side of the floor, as Zakai Ziegler sees a really big rim.
Ziegler didn't make a three in the last game when that loss to South Carolina. In fact, he was 0 for 6 from the floor. Reeves can't quite answer. Knecht crossover downhill and a finish and going to the line.
I just talked about he is a long finisher, explosive, physical at the rim. And this kid, you put him in ball screens, and Edwards just jumps for some reason to that wrong shoulder and just opens up, and Dillingham just kind of hand waves. That will not work against Dalton Knecht. If you're not in full body gap position, it is a fast lane drive, a straight line drive for Dalton Knecht.
Rick Barnes has been on his superstar for his inefficiency at the free throw line. He was just 6 of 10 last time, and he's already drawn blood. And head athletic trainer Chad Newman will have to get him cleaned up. You got a minute to make sure he can do so and not have to leave the game.
Tom, I was in that Tennessee film session last night for about an hour. And to your point, Dalton Knecht is playing as well as anybody in college basketball, and Rick Barnes lit him up time and time again about not being physical enough as a low post scorer. Open up your hips defensively, not getting into fighting with the rebound and ball on the glass. And Dalton Knecht just sits there and takes it. That's why he came to Rick Barnes, and his competitive fire is at an entire another level.
He is a high usage player. He takes 32% of the shots when he's on the floor. And his Tennessee team has struggled when the others just stand around and watch. And that was the case against South Carolina. 3-point play for Knecht, who's got 5 30-point games. 5 of them in only 20 games this season for Tennessee. Volunteers with their largest lead of the night. Mitchell draws the double. Dillingham working on James, and long 2. And Knecht comes out with it.
Well, really good by Tennessee to switch up on the floor and be there on the touch.
Knecht looking for an assist to Adu. And it's taken away by Justin Edwards. Out front, Dillingham, the lob. And Bradshaw couldn't find it.
Tom, that was a very soft finish by Adu. It wasn't even a shot. Soft, selfish, or stupid will not be rewarded in the SEC this year on one possession.
If you Love to travel? Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano.
You're replacing me?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
They're here. McDonald's best classic burgers ever. They're hotter. They're juicier. They're...
Robble, robble.
Looks like we've been hamburgled.
Robble, robble.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits of what you ever thought possible. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
A city split by two passions.
It's a derby, it's the Mandurlean derby.
Cross with the shot. Goal! And that's a score! He's done it again! Atletico Madrid take the lead.
El Derby de Madrid, Sunday on ESPN+.
Introducing Mando, the whole body deodorant that I created with all body odor in mind. I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, and I'm the inventor of whole body deodorant, like Mando. Mando actually stops odor at the source, bacteria. You just apply Mando like a lotion, and it stops odor anywhere you have it, but wish you didn't. Buy it and try it for 60 days, and if you don't love it, you can return it for free. It's like body odor never even happens, and you're gonna be exceptionally stink-free and smell as good as humanly possible.
Quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that, reverse it.
You can't get a shock without selling chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shock.
Who's for Haverchuck?
Every good thing in this world started with a dream.
You're the funny little man who's been following me.
I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
Well, this Sonic blockbuster features two of the top scorers in the SEC, Dalton Knecht, who transferred in from Northern Colorado, and Antonio Reeves, who came to Kentucky a couple seasons ago from Illinois State. They both blossomed into stars.
Well, they have worked, and they have worked and worked. The number of shots they get up per week is at a whole nother level. And these two guys are similar in their size. They're similar in their approach offensively. Reeves has the floater game. The two kids that are as hard to guard in this league as we have.
Reeves hasn't had much of an opportunity so far tonight. Just 1 for 5. He's missed all 3 of his threes. Meanwhile, Ziegler has scored or assisted on 22 of Tennessee's 36. That has him even with Kentucky. Kicked that one out of bounds after the pressure from Dillingham.
A really good low hands, right, by Dillingham to get low, because Ziegler's only 5'10" and plays low.
It's not something that Rob Dillingham is necessarily known for this season. He's known as a scorer, but Kentucky has had its struggles on the defensive end. It doesn't match up with a team that is third in the nation in scoring, just shy of 89 points a game. They've given up 82 points a game in SEC play. Edwards from the elbow.
Yeah, he's been good off that curl action now. That little simple pin down and that curl to that elbow. Edwards really good offensively at that spot.
Here's Vescovi, the lefty, kicks it out. His classmate James can't knock it down. Dillingham into the cheerleaders for the save. Shepard on Vescovi. And a follow from the freshman Bradshaw.
Tom, sometimes there's value in just getting the ball up on the glass in transition, especially when there's a 7-footer like Bradshaw to clean it up.
Here's Ziegler. Nice finish by Zakai Ziegler. He's got double figures.
Kentucky's inability to guard the ball could really be exposed tonight.
Shepard back to Mitchell. Trey Mitchell hasn't scored in this one. He usually gives him 13 a game. Edwards knocks down the three.
He likes that side of the floor. Whether it's the curl into the elbow or those spot-up shots, Edwards on the right side is his money.
Connect lost it. Here's Dillingham on Ziegler. And knocked out of bounds by Vescovi. Let's take a look at our Legends of Coaching Spotlight, brought to you by Principal. John Calipari is a Hall of Famer. Rick Barnes is right there. They're 1 and 2 in active winning percentage for coaches. Rick Barnes has been to 27 NCAA tournaments, 1 Final Four. Talking with Cal last night, he said, I want desperately for my friend to get into the Hall of Fame. I don't want him to win tomorrow, but I want him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Well, they have tremendous love and respect for one another, Barnes and Calipari. And Rick Barnes took Adu out, was not happy with the finish at the rim, set him down for a couple of minutes. Now Jonas Adu back on the floor.
Here's Reeves. This is a physical Tennessee defense. Somehow Reeves gets 3. He is so good as a finisher. Best average at the rim on the team, one of the best in the league at 66%. Adu over on Yenso. Nothing. Shepard, great look ahead to Reeves. And Ziegler stole it, but they get the foul on the floor.
Well, Rick Barnes not at all in agreement with the call, but watch Reeves right here. He attacks closeouts so much better this year, Tom. And you try to take an angle away from him instead of squaring him up. He is those yards after contact that I talk about in this league you have to have as a driver. That's where Reeves has really progressed.
He is the SEC's active leader in points with 2,076. Ziegler gets a breather. Number 2, Jordan Gainey, has given Tennessee some valuable minutes over the last couple of weeks. Transfer from USC Upstate. Here's Reeves. Reverse, no. Saves out top to Dillingham. James collects his own miss. Here's Vescovi. Connect guarded by Dillingham. He's got a size advantage. Shot clock at 3. Out of bounds off Dillingham. 4/10 of a second remaining on the shot clock. That may have been one of Kentucky's best defensive efforts of the season.
Yeah, it was, because Connect reloaded and got some momentum coming downhill. Now, the obvious thing right here is take away the lob threat to Adu.
Connect is also a great leaper. Yenso with a hand on Adu at the elbow. And a shot clock violation forced by Kentucky.
Tom, the save of the basketball by Reeves and the awareness to not just throw it back in off someone's legs, but to find Dillingham up top, that is next level stuff. And interesting, Reeves at one point wasn't sure he would come back to Kentucky this year, and that freshman class got together with him on a group text and said, you're the missing part to what we want to do this year. Big time play by Reeves.
Kentucky on a 12-2 run, fight their way back in this game. Cameron Carr on the floor for Tennessee for the first time. And Adu secures the rebound. Stolen away by Shepard, leading the league in steals. Vescovi fights for it. Tennessee wins the scramble. James the jam!
The loose ball fight by Tennessee. the difference in this game so far.
Reeves, no. Onyenso, no. Carr up high to get it. Yeah, this is a back and forth affair. Josiah Jordan-James has 9 early. John Calipari's got to use another timeout.
From the opening tip, Tennessee has won the 50-50 balls on the glass and in a loose ball situation and in scrambles. And look at Vescovi right here, refusing to give up on the play. And then terrific job by Josiah Jordan-James with a finish. Josiah Jordan-James is back. That high release has been a trademark under Barnes. Josiah Jordan-James just drops it.
A dream is a wish your heart makes. And if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
Oh, should have bought Dixie. These weak store brand plates are risky business.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
I bought 3 of the same jacket to get the 4th free.
I subscribed to get a deal on these memory supplements, then forgot to cancel.
Well, you know, recognizing a bad deal is a part of the journey. Yes, Eva, would you like to share your breakthrough?
I got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and got to choose my plan.
Yes, we don't make you sign up for the top tier plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribed to get a
Yeah,
deal on these
we
memory.
know.
Get the newest Galaxy on us with any of our best plans, guaranteed.
After Advil,
Let's dive in.
But what about your back?
It's fine!
before Advil. Advil Dual Action fights pain 2 ways. Advil targets pain at the source. Acetaminophen blocks pain signals. Advil Dual Action.
They're gonna love you.
Cool.
Oh my goodness, get in here, get in here.
Wow.
He's at the most passing yards.
How many rings?
And the highest
0.
QBR.
0.
Why you make so much food?
Spit it out, spit it out. Right here is good?
Right
okay,
there.
Great.
There you
no,
go.
for sure. Oh, I am sorry. New guy.
It's electric. It's gas.
Quite the paradox.
It really is both. The first ever Lexus RX plug-in hybrid.
What's up? John Josh Dallin coming up at the Jeep Halftime Report. UNC Duke, you always say it delivers. It did again. We'll show you highlights of that game. Also, Caitlin Clark in pursuit of the most points scored ever in women's college basketball. We'll show you how she's doing as well. Tennessee's up, but you like what Kentucky's done to get back into this.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty early. It looked like Tennessee was just going to roll in this game, both on offense and on defense. Kentucky has fought back. They had to level up, toughen up a little bit, but 50-50 ball still going the way of the grown men.
Yeah, as Jimmy Dykes said, Tennessee's winning the 50-50 ball game, and that's been a big difference. And I know Calipari, I work for him, that is going to disgust him at halftime.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. I think Josh Pastner once bought a snow cone machine from John Calipari in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. The other way around. Here's Dillingham for 3. This kid is nuclear. He's got 17 already. That's 3 more than his game average.
How about the action by Cal coming out of that timeout? Get a little misdirection going one way and pop Dillingham right back off of it.
3 ball the other side. Onyenso the board. He's been a revelation for the Cats lately, making his 2nd straight start tonight. Dillingham draws the foul.
Yeah, Dillingham with 17 points in this first half. And he drives it and just pops right back off of it. And the ball mover for Kentucky, when it's hot and they're throwing strikes, they are a dangerous, dangerous team. About as dangerous as we have in the college game.
Well, Wednesday against Florida, he had 20 for the entire game. He's got 17 tonight. I had a conversation with Rob after shoot-around today. He's such a good creator. He only has assists on 69% of his made threes. The team average is 85%. He said he struck this balance as a youngster, being a lead guard and also looking for your shot. Played at Donda Academy. That's Kanye's school out in California. That was a team of superstars. And he said, after being the dominant player on my teams before then, I had to learn to serve others and pick and choose where I could find my shot. Here's Gainey. Fumbled the pass, kicks it to the corner. Up the top of the backboard. Shepherd, great transition passer to Reeves. And a lid on that side for Kentucky. Missed opportunities in the run game. Gainey dumps it for Adu.
The hands of Adu are tremendous. I mean, he will catch good passes, bad passes, such a soft set of paws right there in front of the rim.
Reeves, ball fake, steps into a three. They need him tonight. That's his first triple.
And Josiah Jordan-James just got lost. I mean, Reeves just worked off of the screen and found himself wide open in the corner.
Vescovi tees one up, got fouled by Dillingham, and he'll be shooting three. That is the second on Rob Dillingham.
Vescovi has a knack to know when the defender guarding him is off balance and contact's going to come to get that shot up. That was a three-point attempt to get himself to the free throw line, and it pays off. Such a high IQ kid, Vescovi right there. He saw Dillingham was jumping towards him, so he rises up, and the contact occurs.
Santiago Vescovi is third in Tennessee program history. He has made 313 threes. The guys in front of him named Lofton and Houston. Those guys were buckets.
Rick Barnes says that Vescovi and Josiah Jordan-James are the two most unselfish guys he's ever known. Therefore, a guy like Connect can come in, start being your primary shot taker, and it blends beautifully in this Tennessee culture.
Connect back on the floor. Vescovi's got one more coming his way. 81% from the free throw line of the season for Santiago Vescovi, who's from Montevideo, Uruguay. Played at the NBA Academy in Mexico City before coming to Knoxville. 2 out of 3. Tennessee has been able to keep Kentucky at arm's length after starting this game with an 8-0 run. Shepherd looking for Reeves. He's got Adu on him. Mid-range is good. He's got 9.
He is a tough cover. You get the mismatch right there. And Adu pretty good defensively. But just the step back ability by Reeves to create space over the length. Really well done.
On their feet at Rupp Arena. Connects with plenty of time left. 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell picks him up and forces it out of bounds. Ball screen defense has been poor for Kentucky this season. They won that one.
It's gotten better in this half. And you're going to pick your battles against Connect, but you put him with multiple jerseys surrounding him, and he's got to read the floor and move that ball.
Shot clock is off. Shepherd now with 8. Here's Edwards. The senior Reeves to Mitchell with 1. Challenge jumper, no good. Empty possession for Kentucky to close the half, but it's only a 4-point lead for Kentucky. A lead at one point that was 14. Zakai Ziegler with 13, perfect from 3. Rob Dillingham has 17. He's made 5 of 6 from deep.
Well, 2 really tough, competitive dudes who just know how to ball on a big stage. And Dillingham is so confident, lethal as a freshman scorer. Zakai Ziegler started this thing off with a 3.
He's been a fire both sides have. Let's get to the studio with Josh and John. Here's Dallin.
Thank you, Tom. This is the Jeep halftime report. 4-point lead for the Vols. Kentucky always plays entertaining games. Can't wait for the second half. Can't wait to show you the rest of the highlights in the SEC. Auburn was down 13, Crispy. They won this thing going away, though.
I mean, this is what they do. Wow. They've got 10, 11 guys, and they don't let up. And for 40 minutes, it wears you down. Ole Miss just couldn't keep up.
6 guys in double figures. Chad Baker-Mazar, that is a SportsCenter Top 10 highlight. Mississippi State at Alabama, and Coach, roll tide.
Well, listen, they either get a layup or they make threes. It's one or the other. There's no in between, and right now they're putting it on Mississippi State.
That is over on the SEC Network. Hello, welcome in here, the Jeep Halftime Report. Josh Pastner, John Crispin, I'm Dallin Cuff. 4-point lead for the Vols right now. Zakai Ziegler's playing well, but the key guy for the Vols is Dalton Knecht.
Yeah, I mean, Ziegler's been outstanding, but there's no doubt Knecht is their star, and who's potential SEC Player of the Year, All-American. It's an incredible story coming from Northern Colorado. Not many people knew about him, but here when you watch how they really set him up, I mean, it's the screening. It's an old-school screening action, and he has so much gravity when he doesn't even have the ball. The amount of focus that the opponent has to put on him, finding where he's at all times. And a lot of times, the better screen that you set to try to get him open, there's going to be slip opportunities, and the screener actually has a better chance of getting open for the shot because of the gravity that Knecht draws, because he's such a good player, one of the best players in the country.
And he's also an active screener, too, which is smart. Screeners tend to get open. I mean, Steph Curry does that. But you got to give Kentucky credit. I mean, we've talked a lot about what they don't do. They don't defend. They struggle to defend the basketball. Well, they've come back in this game. It's a 4-point game. Rob Dillingham is a tough cover. I mean, he is just a tough cover. Tony Reeves, tough cover. So you got 2 guys who are having a good offensive game. That's going to keep them in it, but at some point they're going to have to get stops to win.
It seems like that's going to have to happen right now. Dillingham, 17 points, 6 of 10. He's helped to shoot them back into this thing. This game is delivering. We always say North Carolina and Duke do the same. Harrison Ingram had never played in this rivalry before. He sure showed out, though.
He did.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Mathlete.
No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
TaxAct didn't get into tax filing because it's the sexiest industry. TaxAct did it to make taxes less frustrating. The sexiest industry is accounting, obviously. TaxAct, let's get them over with.
There it is, the classic Big Mac with more special sauce in every bite. Rubble, rubble. And there it goes. These are our best burgers ever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm here courtside. Watch this.
You have got to watch this replay, folks.
Watch this, watch this.
Watch me. Do this.
You measured this, right?
I thought you did.
The showroom is not your living room. Your vision, our expertise. That's part of Haverty's regret-free guarantee. It's time to expect more from furniture shopping. Haverty's, we furnish happiness.
You wanted more? Here you go.
It's game time on Sunday.
With more rough, more fluff. Making this the puppiest Puppy Bowl ever. Puppy Bowl 20, Sunday, February 11th on Animal Planet, Discovery, TBS, and True TV.
This message brought to you by Fast Pace Health. Your care is our priority. For more, visit fastpacehealth.com.
I can't believe the deal you got on the sofa.
Pay for quality, not regret. That's part of Haverty's regret-free guarantee. It's time to expect more from furniture shopping. Haverty's, we furnish happiness.
You're watching the Jeep Halftime Report.
Pastor Crispin and Cuff, top 10 matchup between Duke and Carolina for the first time since 2019. Harrison Ingram had never played in this game before the transfer from Stanford. 21-13.
He was really good. I mean, look, he's done such a good job of playing off the ball, getting to open spots. He also had 13 rebounds on the night, by the way. And it's kind of developing a little continuity with this group. The group is still new. Obviously, R.J. Davis, Armando Bacot, they know how to play together. But, man, this is a special North Carolina team.
Yeah, I tell you, Bacot responded. I didn't think he played well at all on Tuesday versus Georgia Tech. To his credit, responded tonight. 25 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double, 5 assists as well, too. And then you look at Duke. I didn't think Filipowski played. He had 22 points, 9 of 17. But he was 1 for 6 from 3. I didn't think he had an effective game. It's hard for Duke to win if he's not really effective.
The entire team too little right there, making their point known. They win. All right, let's take a look. Houston, favorites in Fog Allen.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Jayhawks rolled, Crispin.
Look, if Bill Self came into this game, I doubt he was saying we can turn it over 18 times and still win. But he probably didn't account for the fact that they shot 70% from the field and had 20 assists. It was remarkable how they were able to move the basketball as if that double didn't really matter.
Yeah, and 70% from the field, 46 from 3. I mean, it's just an incredible shooting performance, and that overtook the turnovers that they had.
Kansas now in second in the Big Ten, trailing Iowa State, who's playing over on ESPN2 against Baylor. Things started well. Son Ward throws it down. They're up a point on the road in Waco, and then Coach Pastner. It's just all Baylor since then.
Well, and it's been all Baylor because they're back to who they were pre-conference when how good they shot the ball from three-point range. That's what they're doing now. It'll be interesting to see. You know, Gilbert made that big 3 at the end of the half to give him a little run for Iowa State. There's a little momentum. We'll see if Iowa State can make any run, but right now it doesn't look like they will be able to.
Yeah, they're up 13 right now over on ESPN2. 2 big road wins. Cincinnati walks into Lubbock, gets a win. Texas goes into Dallas-Fort Worth area and gets a win over TCU. The Big 12. It's wild.
Arby's crispy fish sandwiches still don't fit on the bun. Arby's sincerely apologizes for continuing to make big old sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meat.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry with a biometric security system. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
There are some things that work better together. Like your workplace benefits and retirement savings.
Presentation looks great.
Thanks. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals. That one. And look forward to a more confident future.
That is one dynamic duo. Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Maybelline, New York. Welcome to Sky High Air.
Ready for takeoff.
Now boarding, limitless length and volume. Destination, longer looking lashes.
Thanks for flying Sky High.
At Target, try fast and free drive up.
I never knew there was a love like this before.
Try fast and always free drive up at Target.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Now I've had the time of my life,
and I owe it all to you.
I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me.
Nothing feels as good as a great place to work. UKG has the technology and insights to make it all happen.
So tell me, what does open kitchen mean to you?
Absolutely. When it's delicious food and they come in, they see our food steaming on the lines, they see our chicken glistening, our fajita sizzling, it's magic happening every time they come into our kitchen.
This is real.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
John, Josh, and Dallin in studio. The Johnnies were up 1 at halftime. No Alex Karaban, 15 points, 6 rebounds. Crispy, UConn owned the second half.
Hey, they're just really good. They're an impressive team to watch with their physicality, their depth, their balance. And even without Alex Karaban, they're just made up of winners who know how to play basketball. Would not be surprised to see them make it back. Another Final Four run and another national championship.
And I think with Stephon Castle, who's going to be drafted in the June upcoming NBA draft, with him shooting the ball how he is, gives UConn really dangerous. And you're right, they could be back-to-back champions.
Cam Spencer went for 23 in that game. Caitlin Clark got 23 and a half in her game. She came was 78 points away from passing Kelsey Plum at last check about 5 minutes ago.
I think that's crazy.
Since been shortened. Wait for this next one, folks. This is from the S in Gary Williams' court.
You immediately look at the shot clock and go, there's still 10 seconds. Holy smokes. I mean, she's just been one heck of a player to watch. Just take it in, right? Just enjoy it. This is the treat.
She is rolling right now. They are up by 7. Clark's got 33, 5, and 8. Dalton Connect, he's only got 8 so far, but we know he can go off for 32 as well. They're up 4 at the break. This has been the Jeep Halftime Report.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, I've been telling everyone.
Liberty. Liberty. How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
Sis? Is this dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food. It's Freshpet. Real meat, real veggies.
Seems like a lot of space to waste on a dog.
You're all the family I need.
Hey, can I get a Virginia?
A what?
Monacan Heine.
Hi, kiddo, please.
Me?
Wait. How do you spell it?
Anakin. The green one?
Hackman?
Yes.
They're here. McDonald's best classic burgers ever. They're hotter. They're juicier. They're...
Robble.
Looks like we've been hamburgled.
Robble.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure with 27 vitamins and minerals, nutrients for immune health, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein.
For most of us, there are no guarantees, no golden tickets, no easy roads. But at the University of Kentucky, there is a promise to support and inspire you to reach for what's possible, to lead and create, to heal and discover, as we help solve the world's toughest challenges, transforming lives and improving communities. At the University of Kentucky, we promise to make the possible real.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Seeing the progress was awesome. Seeing my hair grow back so quick.
I feel great. I feel confident. I feel very happy about my journey so far with Keeps and where it's going in the future.
Get started at keeps.com/TV.
At over $4 a blade, shaving every day gets expensive. Harry's 5-blade razor offers me a close, comfortable shave. Best part, refills are as low as $2 each, half of what I paid before.
Go to harrys.com/shave to claim your $7 trial.
Shopping online comes with digital threats, so turn on NordVPN. Steer clear of phishing websites and encrypt your online traffic. Get the deal now.
Getting help used to be hard, whether it's for ED, hair loss, or your mental health. Through HIMS, getting help is simple. It all starts with one small click for you. That can change everything for future you. Get started at forhims.com.
You're watching ESPN Sonic Blockbuster from a sold-out Rupp Arena. The stars of the night have been relatively quiet. Tennessee leads by 4 at the half against number 10 Kentucky. Dalton Connect is the top scorer for this Tennessee team. He's averaging 32 over his last 6 games. But so far in this one, he's been held in check. Just 8 points on 7 shots, and Antonio Reeves, 4th leading scorer in the league, only with 9 points so far tonight. Both of those guys seem like they're due. Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes. That could happen any moment, as we know, for both of them. Meanwhile, the scoring load has been picked up by a couple of other guys.
It has a high-level game, by the way, to finish off what's been a high-level day in college basketball overall. The offensive production has been really good for a couple of guys against pretty good defense. Dillingham in particular, he is so confident. A guy that is wired to score, has never been fearful or afraid for 1 minute in that Kentucky uniform in his first year. He just has the ability to get loose against a good defensive team like Tennessee. And Zakai Ziegler has taken this team, and his voice in the last week, Tom, has started to grow. Now, he's been the DNA of this Tennessee program since the time he stepped on campus, but he has kind of drawn a line and said, your guys are going to follow me. Well, he delivered early in this game from an offensive standpoint. Interesting, both those guys have 2 fouls. You want to stay out of foul trouble these first 4 or 5 minutes. If you're Double Z or Dillingham, you're too important offensively right now.
Good offensive first half. Tennessee 1.3 points per possession. Kentucky 1.2. Now we're ready for the second half of our Sonic Blockbuster matchup, the 3rd straight of 3 top 10 matchups. Home team won each of the first 2. Kansas shot the lights out against the best defensive team in the country in Houston to start at Allen Fieldhouse, and North Carolina held on, played great defense against Duke. Onyenso had his hands on it, and a loose ball foul will go against Zakai Ziegler. Here's our big Monday doubleheader. We start in the ACC with Miami and UVA in Charlottesville at 7 Eastern. And it's round 1 of this season's Sunflower Showdown. Hunter Dickinson and number 8 Kansas square off against Camp Carter and Kansas State. Both also available on the ESPN app.
Tom, it doesn't matter if you're UConn, Purdue, Kansas, Houston, Tennessee. If you have a legitimate shot to get to the Final Four, you've got to get better in the month of February. And whether that's getting healthy or just playing better in certain spots, but no team right now is a finished product, nor should they be.
Right. A little surprised after that scramble. That foul was charged to Trey Mitchell.
And I say that, look at Houston today. They've got to get better offensively when they're get against a team like Kansas that moves the ball against their defense.
Well, Kansas with its 18th consecutive win at home against a higher-ranked team. You just don't walk into that building. 3-on-3. Shepard pops and got it.
The ability to stop and elevate is so underrated for guards, and Reed Shepard has that part of the game down pat. I mean, he brings this thing with force, but the ability to stop under control and on balance into his jump shot. They do again, just not a strong finish at the rim. And watch Reed Shepard, he brings it, bam, stops, gets himself on balance, straight up, straight down, really well done by 15 in white.
Cats have not led in this game. Tennessee jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Here's Connect on the drive with his left hand, followed jam by Jonas Aidoo.
He attacked, so much attention does Connect to the ball. And good job by Rick Barnes to get Aidoo opposite of where the drive was going to go to be there for the weak side board.
Shepard got a half step on Ziegler. Now dumps it for Onyenso. Tried to share it. James takes it himself. The game at Tennessee once led by 14.
Tom, watch this play call by Rick Barnes to get Connect going to his left, but he gets Aidoo in that right dunker spot, knowing that weak side offensive glass rebound is probably going to come into play.
Also teased Onyenso, who's coming off of a career-high 8 blocks on Wednesday against Florida, to come over and help. Mitchell and Vescovy in a fist fight down on the block. Vescovy keeps it alive and finds the basketball. He's got elite hands. Ball fake, kick out to Ziegler. And Shepard with the block. James will try. Got the mulligan and made him pay.
How good has Josiah Jordan-James been in this game? 12 points now.
Onyenso corrals the miss. Kentucky with 18 second chance points this evening. Reeves drives on James. High off the window.
Tennessee likes to bear hug the ball defensively is how they teach it. Reeves had no part of it. Went right past the bear down the left side.
Vescovi. Splash again. Vescovi has knocked down both of his three-point attempts in this one. Preseason first-team all-conference, but just really hadn't hit his stride over the course of the season. Edwards with a step. Vescovi got his hands on it. It'll be Kentucky basketball. Next time out for Kentucky is Tuesday night over in the SEC Network and the ESPN app, part of a college basketball doubleheader that starts at 6:30. Cats will be on the west end and take on the Vandy team that found its first conference win of the day earlier today against Mizzou. That's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Here's Dillingham. Step back over, connects. Dillingham and Thiero just checked into the game for the Cats. Adu. Rebounded by Thiero. Reeves into Ziegler. And we got a jump ball. Will take a possession to Tennessee. John Calipari is hopping mad in front of the Kentucky bench.
Tom, what a tremendous open floor defensive play by Zakai Ziegler. To continue to move his feet, he gets that ball up top, absolutely. And it is very difficult to stay in front of Reeves.
Now Calipari getting a warning from Doug Shows, and careful he doesn't get teed up. Earlier this game, in the first half, Cal came all the way to midcourt. Shows pointed it back to the bench. Bench decorum has been a point of emphasis for college basketball officials this season. Gainey inside the line for two. And a foul on the floor. Tennessee leading by 7 under 16 timeout. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the Sonic quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Just $1.99 for a limited time, only at Sonic.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Wanna Leave works all day, so I can keep working my magic. Just Wanna Leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve, who do you take it for? And for fast topical pain relief, try Aleve X.
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. But if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
You know, Doug, ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star.
Rock star? What do you know about rock stars?
Billy Idol?
I mean, where's the skin-tight leather?
The shoes are leather,
Where's the unnecessary zippers? That thing!
Billy, rock star is just how Doug feels when he uses Workday. Thanks, Rory.
I'll show you rock star.
Be a finance and HR rock star. Workday, for a changing world.
Billy Idol just stole your golf cart.
Kids won't be kids forever.
So get into what they love.
Introducing new Kinder Chocolate. Smooth milk chocolate with a creamy, milky center. in delicious, shareable little bars. Made for being a kid. New Kinder Chocolate. Let that kid flag fly.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
You are in charge of 350 air crewmen. What's the move? We lead our boys through it.
Masters of the Air.
Remember space and legroom? That's more like it. The 3-row Lexus TX.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena in the SEC on ESPN. It's a top 10 showdown. Tennessee with a 7-point lead on the road against Kentucky. Dickie V's been watching some great basketball today. He texted me to say he was impressed by Kansas and Carolina, and a reminder of his basketball bash. Fans can go to his house to watch the Sweet 16. Register for the raffle at v.org/super16. Dickie, we miss you. This will be a great game for you. I know you're enjoying it back home in Florida. Here's Josiah Jordan James. What a game for James. First name from the Bible, second name from hoops, Josiah Jordan James. He was a McDonald's All-American and a 5-star recruit, and he's playing like it tonight.
Yeah, Rick Barnes really challenged Santi and Josiah Jordan James last night in that film, talking about we've been in big games before, and it's time for us to all step up collectively. Josiah Jordan James heard the message well.
Mitchell's having an off night tonight. Yeah, his mom named him Josiah after the Bible. His dad said, okay, give me MJ for a middle name. That's where the Jordan came from. Ziegler with the finish. What a game for Zakai Ziegler at a Long Island, New York.
And what a seal-off by Awaka. A screen assist to just open it up for Zakai Ziegler.
8-0 Tennessee run to open up a 12-point advantage. Here's Reeves. That's a 2. Shepard kept it alive for Thiero. And a finger roll. First bucket for Adou Thiero.
Adou Thiero is a deluxe cutter, driver, glass guy.
Here's James. Shepard pulls it out. He is a great look-ahead passer, and Thiero draws the foul. Calipari thought it should have been intentional.
Take a look at these last two Tennessee hoops. Zakai Ziegler just plays so low and just throws strikes, man. He doesn't throw bad passes to shooters. Watch the seal-off. Bam! Right there by Awaka. It just moves Mitchell out of the way. Stays low and carves out space for Ziegler to drive. Zakai Ziegler, combine it. He plays so fast, it's hard to say his name sometimes.
Here's Thiero, who had missed a couple of games with a back injury. James sits with his personal foul. The freshman Bradshaw replaces Mitchell in the paint for Kentucky. Another one for Thiero.
Well, Kentucky is making Dalton Knecht work in this game. And the last two practices, there was more attention in the scout towards Dalton Knecht than I've ever seen under John Calipari back-to-back days.
Leaves the 3 short. Awaka tracked down the miss. And then he got fouled, either Shepard or Bradshaw. That'll be Reed Shepard's first.
Kentucky not buying into the philosophy, let Dalton Knecht get his 30 or 35 and hold everybody else. They have the full attention of 3 and orange in this game.
Knecht, wow. All alone on the back cut. Georgia 8, Kentucky up with a similar play in their game here at Rupp a couple of weeks ago.
Tom, just a soft defensive play by Kentucky. Those plays will not be rewarded in this league.
A sky hook for Rob Dillingham. He's got 19. An efficient game for Dillingham. Ziegler, nobody stops the basketball.
That early ball screen on ball action If you guess wrong, Zakai Ziegler is going to be at that rim when you blink.
And now Fierro with the drive, and he's able to pick up a foul.
Tennessee very aggressive and connect. That's a pretty good screen by Gainey, and Adou Fierro just not ready to play, not down, not physical. And there's that on-ball action that Zakai Ziegler rejects. You got a shooter in the corner you can't come off of. Really good early offense by the Vaults.
Fierro's able to draw the foul. Meshack with the foul. He has scored or assisted on 37 of Tennessee's 61 points. He's got his fingerprints all over this game.
He had his fingerprints all over my hand today, teaching me the players-only Tennessee handshake.
Well,
I
why
can't
would he
share
tell
it
you?
with you. I'm not sure, but I'm part of the brotherhood now.
Shot clock winding down. Dillingham. Shot clock at 1. And Ziegler challenged him. A shot clock violation for Kentucky. Only the 4th shot clock violation of the season for these Wildcats. Tennessee just the team to shut you down.
Not sure there is a better on-ball defender than Zakai Ziegler, especially late clock. I mean, he bear hugs that ball and stays square, doesn't reach, doesn't lunge. 5 in orange is a problem defensively.
Ziegler all alone. Back to Connect for 3. Don't Connect not having his best night shooting the ball, but another offensive rebound. The 16th of the night, and here we go. Bradshaw not backing down. Tobe Awaka and Aaron Bradshaw going nose to nose. This is a rivalry. It dates all the way back to 1910. And a frustrated Kentucky fan base lets everybody know how they feel about the scrum. Officials trying to sort this out. It was originally started by Dillingham, and then Bradshaw with a push in the back and Awaka.
Well, there's not a problem until there, in my eyes, with Bradshaw coming from behind. We see guys get tangled up all the time in a tie ball, neither one's willing to give loose. So this contact doesn't bother me initially, but Bradshaw here.
We'll get an explanation.
The previous dead ball play is under review.
Doug Shows, KB Burdett, and Vladimir Voyar-Tadal are officiating crew tonight.
I know we have a common foul on White, and they will be looking at what transpired afterwards.
Look at Doug Shows doing heavy work, pulling Bradshaw away.
This game has felt different all day long in Lexington, Kentucky. The buzz, the energy, the urgency on full display in rough an hour before game time, and the heat in the building has only escalated throughout this game.
They have not announced who the original personal foul was on. I think it was Dillingham with the reach. And you think we could see a technical on Bradshaw for the shove, or do they just let it move on?
No, they will not let that move on. I think it's a dead ball contact technical foul on Bradshaw. I mean, there's the common foul, but then neither guy's willing to let loose the ball. I'm okay with that, but the push by Bradshaw, I think, will be penalized. Will they come back and get Awaka as well?
There has been an extra emphasis on sportsmanship this season, so going beyond what we saw from the physical confrontation, there are certain words which will earn you an automatic technical, which also may be in play here. And looks like we got If you got to write it down, that's a CBS receipt coming here in a moment in terms of who got in trouble and who didn't. But regardless of what the ultimate judgment could be, could this be a momentum boost for Kentucky? Could be. Down 10, 12:41 to go. They need something good to happen.
Could be a momentum boost for Tennessee.
Chow's got everybody's order for Big Blue Deli. Come by today. They closed at 3. I showed up at 3:05. That's just a bad day.
These two teams have Final Four aspirations coming in off of a loss. We knew we would see a desperate effort by both ball clubs, which we have. Come on, these type plays, all three officials want to get a look at it, how they rotate through there.
After further review, we have a common foul on 2 during the live ball. During the dead ball period, we have quadruple contact technical fouls. 2 on Kentucky, 2 on Tennessee. On Kentucky, it's number 2 and number 0. On Tennessee, it's 11 and number 2. Those plays will offset. We will resume play on the baseline with orange ball. Tennessee ball on the baseline.
And to my point about the verbal that they're trying to clean up, that could be why Jordan Gainey picked one up as well. So that will be, by the way, the 3rd personal on Bradshaw, who will now sit.
All the penalties occur after the common foul is called right there. If nothing else happens, we're shooting free throws and continuing to play. But the push from behind, Awaka comes back in, Gainey gets involved. 2 and 0 in white, 11 and 2 in orange. And all those quadruple, I've never heard that used before. The quadruple technical fouls are offsetting.
Jimmy, talk about the importance for this officiating crew in a rivalry game to try to stop the extra stuff right here so it doesn't continue for the next 12:41.
Well, they have to. Absolutely, they have to. So it's not just what they're seeing at the monitor. It's a message that they now relay to both huddles. This game is not going to cool down. This Tennessee-Kentucky rivalry is the real deal. And this game has major implications in terms of seeding for that NCAA tournament, the chase to stay in that SEC race. What you don't want to do right now if you're Kentucky or Tennessee is back down with your aggressiveness. You've learned your lesson, but you got to ramp it right back up in terms of how hard you are playing in this game.
Doug Shows will read the deli order to Jimmy.
Personal foul on number 2 for Kentucky, Aaron Bradshaw. It's a common personal foul. Following the review, the following dead ball contact.
So the key is those technical fouls offset.
Rob Dillingham for Kentucky.
So it's a 10-point Tennessee lead. And Tennessee will have the basketball after the foul. But the key that Doug Shows just told you is that all those technicals offset. Now you still pick up a personal foul if you're any of the guys who got caught.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Those dead ball contact technical fouls were also assessed a personal foul. A terrific job by Doug Shows and his guys to step in. That thing could have escalated in an ugly direction really quickly.
Does this stoppage benefit either side?
Tom, I don't think it does. I mean, again, my point from a coaching standpoint is you've got to get your guys together right now and talk about discipline and not crossing the line. But you cannot come out of this break in a passive, non-fighting mentality.
It's a Tennessee team that at one point led by 14. They are undefeated, 15-0 this season when holding a double-digit lead at any point in the game. In fact, they've won 51 straight games when leading by double digits. Haven't lost since December of 21. This stoppage has lasted nearly 10 minutes. Bradshaw comes off the floor. Onyenso replaces him inside the building. Starting to come alive again.
Better tag connect, right?
There he is. Once again, a point-blank look.
How can you let that happen? You got to be physical, force him to where your help is. I mean, the exact same play connect at the rim.
Georgia 8, Kentucky up in their next game against South Carolina. The Gamecocks did the exact same thing. It's been a weakness for them on the baseline out of bounds all season. Reeves will go to the free throw line.
And what's Dalton Knecht in this triangle set to start with? He's up top. And Dalton Knecht is faking like he's going to the corner, like he's going to get screened up for, but he just sticks that right foot and makes a hard, violent cut to the front of the rim. And Kentucky has given away 4 points in baseline out of bound under.
And so Antonio Reeves to the free throw line. Knocks one down. Reeves second best in the SEC at 88% from the free throw line. Chicago native, man, they've had some great talent from the Windy City in this program. Tyler Ulis now on the coaching staff. Former SEC Player of the Year. Anthony Davis, National Player of the Year.
Reeves told me today he takes 800 shots a day outside of practice. 5,600 shots a week to get him ready to play 2 games. That's the type of work ethic that you've got to have to become special.
Ziegler is able to draw the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line as Dillingham picks up his 4th. Remember, the technical was Dillingham's 3rd. So that is very costly for their leading scorer now to pick up his 4th with still 12:07 to play.
And with no DJ Wagner, that guard depth could become a question mark for Kentucky in this game.
Tomorrow on ESPN, Kawhi and the Clippers play the 6th of a 7-game road trip. They're 4-1 so far. Going against Jimmy Butler and the Heat, trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. 2 teams going in separate directions. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. How about Kentucky, by the way? 7 All-Stars? John Calipari said, I'm not going to rest till we have 12. I want half of the world's greatest players in that feature to be coming from Kentucky.
Well, he has half of one team right now. And the previous record was 4, also by Kentucky. Reed Sheppard. If he has any airspace at all, it is money.
Cats down 9. Fan base trying to will him to a stop. Ziegler has other ideas. Edwards the board.
Without Dillingham, this could be Sheppard's time to take over this game in the right way. He or Reeves, either one, and your primary weapons.
Edwards wants in on the front and made a 3 in the first half.
Didn't love it. Did not love that shot at all by Edwards in the shot clock.
Meshack trying to Barkley his way in. First bucket for Jemai Meshack.
Exactly what it did. Hit his left shoulder into your chest as that Barkley bump. Kentucky got caught in a bad match in transition, and Tennessee went right at it.
Any moves named after Jimmy Dykes?
None, 0. Thankfully. See how they bear hug the ball? They get so wide and low guarding the ball, Tennessee does.
Yarrow got Knecht. That is the 3rd on Dalton Knecht.
It's the SEC on a Saturday night against 2 top 10 teams. The rivalry has been fierce. Rick Barnes, by the way, is a winning record against Cal since he's been at Tennessee. This thing is going to go down to the wire.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found?
This might be the one.
Or better yet,
No way!
something that found us.
I got the interview.
Everything in moderation. Except for popcorn. Popcorn doesn't count. Skinny Pop. Enjoy endlessly.
Look, Mom.
Wow! Ugh, wish I bought Dixie. These weak store brand plates turn hard work into heartbreak.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
Want to go somewhere amazing? Nice, right? But we're not there yet. Not this either. Still not it. Finding the next stepping place isn't the point. In a Nissan Pathfinder, search is the adventure.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add on an all-new footlong sidekick. We're talking a $2 footlong churro, $3 footlong pretzel, and a $5 footlong cookie. Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick. Order one with your favorite Subway Series sub today.
Reducing blur and glare. Clearing away rain at just the right angle. Bosch Night Performance wiper blades are so adapted to the dangers of driving on stormy nights. It's almost as if those who drive with them are too.
You ever seen a night like this?
Oh, I see all kinds of things.
Night vision has evolved. Bosch Night Performance wiper blades.
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan Personal Advisors.
Hey, David.
Connect with an advisor to create your personalized plan.
Let's find the right investments for your goals.
Okay, great.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
The series began in 1910 between the border rivals. It is as intense in any. Kentucky swept 2 last year, knocked off 5th-ranked Tennessee, trying to do the same tonight, but the Volunteers have led from the jump. Only 7 wins in Rupp Arena all time. 3 of them belong to Rick Barnes, 3-5 in this building since he took over at Tennessee.
Well, he's brought in good teams in here before, and they've gotten smashed. And they were down 20 at the half just last year, but this team is different. And I know Dalton Knecht hasn't had big numbers, but the attention that he gets has made other guys offensive weapons tonight. And Kentucky right now, Dillingham on the bench with 4 fouls. Shepard and Reeves have got to be really good until Dillingham checks back in. Offensively, those 2 guys have to be 1A and 1B on the play call.
When is the right time to bring Dillingham back?
I think Cal is trying to maybe get to the 8-minute mark. I mean, from a coach's standpoint, it's kind of what you think about. If you can keep it at an 8 or 9 game, you keep him over there. But boy, that pistol action, those 2 guards coming at you, they call it pistol action. Very difficult to stay in front of. Kentucky did a good job.
Meshack driving on Thiero. Beskett, he gets by Shepard and lost it out of bounds, knocked out by Kentucky.
Now surely Kentucky will not give up another baseline out of bounds under play. And Knecht is not in the game, but other guys can run to the rim. The guy out of bounds under, Shepard, guarding the ball, has his back to the passer.
And a whistle on the perimeter. That's going to go against Thiero, and Tennessee in the bonus with 10:25 to play.
And Meshack at that free throw line on the Dalton Knecht's official visit to Tennessee. Dalton Knecht and Meshack played one-on-one. And Meshack walked away from that telling Coach Barnes, this is the type of competitor that fits our culture. Well, there's not a better way to find out than going against Meshack one-on-one, right?
That's right. That was a huge rebound by Gainey. And it put 15 on the shot clock. I mentioned the Oregon coaches talking about Knecht's visit before he then visited Tennessee and committed. They couldn't get him out of the gym. That's a good sign.
That's how he's been since he went to junior college. And you know, he's gained 14.8 pounds, I was told, prior to the game. And his explosiveness, Knecht, is up 25% just since he's been in Knoxville.
Wow, that's an explosive jam by Awaka.
Tom, I think that was an empty corner action. I was kind of shielded by the official, but another really smart play call by Barnes to get Tobe Awaka. I think he set a screen and then rolls out of it with no one in the corner. Is that corner empty for Awaka? Yeah, look at that, clears it out. Now there's just no help. And Onyenso steps up just enough and allows Awaka to get behind him.
Trey Mitchell to the free throw line. Mitchell has not made a shot, doesn't have a point in this one. He's got 4 boards though. And he misses the front end. A collective groan throughout the building here at Rupp. Down 11, under 10 to play. Tennessee has won 51 consecutive games with a double-digit lead. This is Awaka going to work.
Speed sometimes beats length, and that's exactly what Awaka put on him. So quick with his shoulders.
Shepherd off balance, empty possession for Kentucky. The few souls in here that are wearing orange in the stands are feeling more emboldened with every Tennessee stop.
Tom, watch Awaka. I mean, he's 6'7", but he plays so low. He rolls out of this thing, bam, and gets right into Onyenso right there, and speed beats length on this play. Just gets right around, a little bit of a whip move by Awaka. His rebound rate last year was as good as anybody in the country per minutes played. That is his oxygen on that glass.
Vescovi for 3. Big jumper from Santiago Vescovi. Tennessee has opened up its largest lead of the game, up 16.
Kentucky's baseline out-of-bounds defense has cost them 10, 12 points in this game when you go back to the first half.
Piero falling out of bounds, gets it to Shepherd. And now Reeves able to finish.
It's not easy to get Tennessee in a defensive rotation, but you got to do it. You got to find the second or third side of the floor. They do, and Reeves eats it up.
Meanwhile, Ziegler's got a double-double, 19 points and 11 assists. You said they're going to wait till the under 8 if they could to get Dillingham in. With every passing second, the pressure on returning him gets greater. Ziegler short. And a foul on the rebound will go against Awaka. How about Santiago Vescovi with a little swagger? This is the baseline out of bounds. Everybody asleep. Vescovi drills the 3 and blows a kiss courtside.
Okay. Santi Vescovi, the lights, the stage, the event is never too big for this kid. He has had to play the point guard at times, and he's been moved off the ball to the 2 guard. Sometimes he started and has not been a key guy, but Rick Barnes trusts his preparation, he trusts his heart, and trusts his ability to protect the culture of Tennessee as well as anyone that Rick Barnes has had.
Piero knocks the first one down. He's been a regular since he arrived on campus 4.5 seasons ago.
Well, Cal got close, and he got to the 8:28 mark, right? Gillingham back in the game now.
He's clapping at Dillingham and giving him some last-second instruction. Make plays, make plays. He's their playmaker. Deficit is 12. Connect off the screen. Iverson cut. Ziegler can't get it to him. Now Vescovi filling in behind, finds Adu. Vescovi, the lefty, kicks it out. James. And it's rebounded by Bradshaw. Dillingham to Piero. Well, Bradshaw nearly went over the back. He's playing with 3 fouls. We got a tight one. The under 8 timeout at Rupp Arena. Tennessee in this rivalry game leaves by a dozen on the road against number 10 Kentucky.
Neither snow-capped mountains nor puddles of water, nor unexpected detours with a 20-foot drainage pipe can stop the ruggedly capable Telluride X Pro from getting you to your dinner reservation on time.
Okay.
Kia, movement that inspires.
There it is. The classic Big Mac with more special sauce in every bite. Rubble, rubble. And there it goes. These are our best burgers ever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
They're gonna love you. Oh my goodness, get in here, get in here.
Wow. He's at the most passing yards. How many rings? And the highest QBR.
Zero. Why you make so much food?
Spit it out, spit it out. Right here is good?
Right
okay,
there.
Great.
There you
no,
go.
for sure.
Oh, I am sorry.
New guy.
It's Saturday primetime in the Bay.
Put some respect on Katie's name.
Steph Curry is so unreal.
It's Saturday primetime, Suns Warriors on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
This is not how they described it.
Maybe we'll get used to it.
Sleep is no time to compromise. Find a mattress that's right for you, no matter how you sleep. That's part of Haverty's regret-free guarantee. It's time to expect more from mattress shopping. Haverty's, we furnish happiness.
You wanted more? Here you go.
It's game time on Sunday.
With more rough, more fluff. Making this the puppiest Puppy Bowl ever. Puppy Bowl 20, Sunday, February 11th on Animal Planet, Discovery, TBS, and True TV.
This message brought to you by Fast Pace Health. Your care is our priority. For more, visit fastpacehealth.com.
I can't believe the deal you got on this sofa.
Pay for quality, not regret. That's part of Haverty's regret-free guarantee. It's time to expect more from furniture shopping. Haverty's, we furnish happiness.
Rick Barnes returned a veteran core to this year's edition of Tennessee basketball, and these balls for life, Zakai Ziegler, Santiago Vescovi, and Josiah Jordan-James gave them an instant lift in a true road venue tonight.
Rick Barnes told his club last night, Tom, in that film session, I want us confident and nasty in February in the right way. Those three guys understand that message more than anybody else. Double Z, Josiah Jordan-James, and Vescovi. And Tennessee, for the most part, has won that part of the game tonight. And still enough time left for Kentucky, but offensively, where are they going to find it? Gillingham, Shepherd, they're up against one of the top three defenses in the country that's locked in.
How about the play for Vescovi tonight? 4 straight games in double figures after he only had 3 in the prior 11. Whatever slump he was in, whatever struggles he was dealing with, he has cast those to the side tonight, and he has come out on fire in the second half.
Well, it speaks to the strength of Tennessee in March, because this is a big-time game, and Dalton Knecht only 12 points, other guys in double figures. A complete team effort so far for Tennessee. Tennessee has to continue to value the ball. They only have 7 turnovers, really clean on their offensive end, not allowing Kentucky to get out in transition.
Ziegler able to get all the way to the paint. Here's James. Mid-range jumper goes for Josiah Jordan-James. He's got 17 in this one.
Simple shot fake, gets himself to the elbow, straight up, straight down. He has been so good at that elbow pull-up in this game.
Dillingham lets it fly. In and out. Save to Knecht. Talk with Zakai Ziegler about connecting his instant impact. He said the first time we laced him up, we realized this guy was a dude. He said, I've never seen anybody like him, not in the playgrounds back in New York, not in my AAU time, nowhere else. Mitchell is able to find the miss. Tennessee has outscored Kentucky by 10 this half. Dillingham drills it.
When you play drop coverage, you're going to get that shot up, and that's what Adu did. He dropped off a little bit, and good guards will make you pay.
Vescovi behind the screen. Bradshaw finds the rebound. James really stole it back. Picked up his dribble, and it turns nearly into a turnover. Eventually, a reach-in foul on Jonas Aidoo.
Yeah, just not a smart foul by Aidoo. I mean, you can put Kentucky in a short clock and you bail them out, reaching from behind at the 20-foot mark.
We got a women's basketball triple header for you tomorrow on ESPN2 and the app. It starts in Chapel Hill. Number 17, Virginia Tech taking on number 24, North Carolina. Then an SEC showdown. Dawn Staley's #1 ranked South Carolina team hosts Ole Miss. And we finish on the West Coast, UCLA and Stanford in another top 10 matchup.
39-3.
What's that?
South Carolina combined men's and women's team. Lamont Paris at 19-3. Don's kids at 20-0. 39-3. South Carolina basketball on the year.
When South Carolina knocked off Kentucky in a midweek game a couple of weeks ago, Dawn Staley rushed the floor. He had a court storming, and she was leading the students, getting them fired up to do it. I wonder if she helped pay the fine. But it was assessed
she could have paid the entire fine, by the way.
Right.
Well, Lamont Paris is SEC Coach of the Year right now. We're halfway at the halfway point, but things would have to go south in a hurry for that vote not to hold up.
Here's Aidoo. The D by Bradshaw straight up. Dillingham off balance, used the left.
But he can make hard shots at the rim. He's so crafty and so confident. Kentucky is not done, I'm telling you. And Tennessee better be clean with the ball and keep moving the ball and taking good shots.
Connect. Is that a good shot?
For him it was. A little early in the shot clock, but I trust him at the elbow.
Shepard for three.
Got it! You can just feel it. And Rick Barnes can too. Is he going to take a timeout or play on? I think he's going to burn it, absolutely. And just like that.
Cats have cut it to 7. Dillingham and Shepard leading the way.
A 7-0 run. Dillingham playing with 4 fouls. His ability to do that. Wrong foot, wrong hand, away from the rim shots. And the 3 ball by Shepard. This Kentucky team is young, but man, do they fight.
No freezers? How unusual is this for a restaurant?
I think that that's unusual because a lot of restaurants have freezers, but we don't have freezers. We have fresh food every single day.
How fresh is fresh?
It's real food that's coming to our tables. That's what sets us apart.
Wow.
Something amazing is happening here. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW to design modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making education immersive, accessible, and secure. Now when researchers study elephants, kids learn from 9,000 miles away. Make amazing happen. HP and CDW.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
When you hit 40, you start losing your edge. Just ask superstar athletes Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie.
I did notice after 40, the energy level had dropped dramatically.
Just basically slowing down all around in everything you were doing.
Want your edge back? You need Nugenix Total T Total Testosterone Boosting Formula.
You want to feel like you've always felt. You want to go home with energy. You want to go to work with energy.
Nugenix Total T features Testofen. It increases testosterone levels and improves sexual function in men as we age.
Get your complimentary bottle by texting GIANT to 215-215.
I haven't felt this great in 15 years.
It's more about having the energy and drive to go ahead and be all in again.
Total T's key ingredients are natural, totally drug-free, and safe. Nugenix delivers such an edge, it's #1 at GNC and #1 at Walmart. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text GIANT to 215-215. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape absolutely free. That's GIANT to 215-215.
As a gynecologist, I'm embarrassed to say this. We use deodorant on our armpits, and we kind of make women feel bad about body odor that they get on other parts of our body. That's why I created Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. It's clinically proven to block odor all day, controls odor for 72 hours. Soap can't do that. And since your pits and privates go everywhere you go, keep them confidently fresher with Lumi. That reassurance is priceless. To learn more, go to lumideo.com.
The 2024 Pro Bowl games continue. Peyton and Eli Manning coach the league's best in the skill show. Plus, the AFC and NFC meet again in flag football. Touchdown! Sunday at 3 on ESPN and ABC.
Tom Dillingham came back in with 8:25 to go in the half, and his offensive punch has got this game closed down. His ability to drive and make those hard, tough twos at the rim. He's also moved the ball well. I mean, he's got 4 assists in this ball game. He's played 22 minutes. He got 25 points. He's doing it all. And for a young guy in this situation with the pressure on in a big-time game to say, I've got this, is really something special. And Rupp Arena now is right back in this game.
Ziegler's got a career-high 12 assists tonight. Ball back in his hands. Here's Vescovi to James. Shot clock at 6. James through traffic.
You talk about fighting for your spot as an offensive player. Josiah Jordan-James just did it. The will to get that shot off was unguardable.
Shepard and one.
Watch Josiah Jordan-James to start with. And Kentucky has swallowed him up right here. Adu Thiero is a very physical, tough defender. And Josiah Jordan-James just wills the ball in, but then right back at you. Reed Shepard gets the mismatch in transition. A bad matchup is better than no matchup, but that time Kentucky reads it quickly. This kid is, he's so good at changing speeds and directions with the ball. Makes him about probably a step and a half faster than what he normally probably is.
A rare miss at the free throw line. He's making them at an 80% clip this season. Tennessee using a lot of clock on these possessions. Ziegler got right past Dillingham, contested by Bradshaw. Wow. Somehow he beat the buzzer. They're going to take a look at it. If it stands, it's the 20th and most creative point of the night for Zakai Ziegler.
Tom, the awareness of Ziegler, but the quick hand. The quick hands of Ziegler, how fast he got this thing off his paws. That's a bucket.
We have a timeout on the floor. So that takes us to the media timeout, they're telling us, after they take this review. 4:09 remaining. Plenty of drama left in the third of our 3 consecutive top 10 showdowns.
After further review, the shot is good.
You heard it. Tennessee builds its lead.
Everything we build is from the ground up. Every great idea, every crazy idea, every next idea. Everything you see, everything you feel when you drive it. We put everything we have into our trucks, so you get everything out of them. Ram, trucks are what we do.
Right now, get $4,500 cash allowance on the purchase of virtually all 2024 Ram 1500 trucks.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the new Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. I could get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
If advanced lung cancer has you searching for possibilities, discover a different first treatment. Immunotherapies work with your immune system to attack cancer, but Opdivo plus Yervoy is the first combination of 2 immunotherapies for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Opdivo plus Yervoy is not chemotherapy. It works differently. It helps your immune system fight cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting. Dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Your search for 2 immunotherapies starts here. Ask your doctor about Opdivo plus Yervoy, a chance to live longer.
No application fee if you apply by February 12th at University of Maryland Global Campus, offering online and hybrid courses and lifetime career services. Learn about our more than 125 degrees and certificates at umgc.edu.
Zakai Ziegler's a magician.
Well, his 21 points and 12 assists, but point number 20 and 21, the awareness, first of all, but how quick the little guy got the ball in and out of his hands, and he knew right away that that basket was good. A big 2 points to keep this lead at 9. And where does John Calipari want to go with this ball? Can you open the lane like the lane's on fire and get Dillingham downhill would be ideal.
He finds Bradshaw on the slip, and Shepard playing hot potato with it. It's not clean passing. Reeves able to bank it in. He's got 17. By the way, the 2010 point assist double-double for Zakai Ziegler is the first in conference play for Tennessee in the last 20 years.
You judge guards by how good they are on the road in big games. Zakai Ziegler has checked that box.
By the way, Gonzaga St. Mary's airing right now on ESPNU. We'll get you there as soon as we finish here. Meshack with a follow.
In these games, man, the game begins when the shot's taken, and Meshack just wins that battle. No one puts a hit on Meshack.
Yarrow taking himself, and with the ball fake, he's able to draw the foul. We've had a thrilling day in the SEC. Alabama put 99 on the board to move to 7-1 in the league. South Carolina and Auburn win again. Auburn did it on the road against Ole Miss. Tennessee and Kentucky right in the thick of things, but everybody looking up at Nate Oates' team.
Now, Nate Oates has won 4 of the 7 trophies that the SEC has handed out since he's been the head coach. 2 regular season titles and an SEC tournament title. They got a big one on Wednesday. The rematch against Auburn. And South Carolina, what a story they are to be picked dead last. And Lamont told me this week, my guys are letting me coach them. Man, what a simple statement that is, but how important it is as well.
Missed free throws hurting Kentucky. 8-point Tennessee lead. That's just 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Ziegler kicks to James with a shot clock at 2, a contested 3. Josiah Jordan-James having a resurgence tonight with 22.
Tom, in the second half, Tennessee has worked that clock down, waiting for a Kentucky breakdown defensively. They've capitalized on it more times than not.
Blocked by Adu. Tennessee is tied a season high with 12 threes in this game. Shepard commits his second.
Watch Zakai Ziegler, late clock, but he gets a piece of the paint. Josiah Jordan-James into that sidestep 3 that all those perimeter players from Tennessee use so well. The shot fake, the sidestep. Vescovy is the master at it. Josiah Jordan-James right there behind him.
So James to the free throw line. There have been some absolute thrillers in college basketball today. This weekend without the NFL opposite, there was a buzzer beater waved off in Waco tonight. Baylor held on against Iowa State 70-68.
Very impressed with Kansas today, not only to beat Houston, but how they did it. To move the ball against a ferocious defense, and Kansas 40-24 advantage on the glass. That is a statement.
Dillingham contested 2, got it to go.
It's still not over. Tennessee's got to stay tight with the ball. You finish off these last 2 minutes like there are no officials. If you're Tennessee, expect contact, play through it.
Career high 25 for Rob Dillingham. Shepard the reach in, Gamble. Not the worst thing. It'll stop the clock at 1:48. Cal coaching him up. 1:48 to play.
That sustained mental / physical toughness to play an entire defensive possession is still an area of growth for Kentucky.
Ziegler's got one more coming. Tennessee 7 of 10 from the free throw line as a squad tonight. Ziegler 21 points, 13 assists, only 2 turnovers.
Tom, think about this. Josiah Jordan-James has been an 11, 12-point scorer for his career.
Yeah.
A career high tonight, 24 points.
That's right. Ziegler with the takeaway, reach in by Reeves. But with all the shuffling at the top in college basketball, the consistency that Tennessee has shown under Rick Barnes has them squarely in the discussion for a 1 seed. They're not there yet, but they're in the discussion.
They are, and the schedule allows them to stay in that discussion. That's the strength of the SEC this year. They are tracking 9 teams as of right now for that NCAA tournament. It could grow to 10. So that resume for Tennessee, it's all in front of them right now, but they're on the verge of a monster win in Rupp.
Rick Barnes will pull off another stunner if they can hold on for the last 90 seconds. Dillingham down the lane. Career night for Dillingham, but will it be off or not? Ziegler through traffic into backcourt. Tennessee scoring 1.3 points per possession. They have just eaten up Kentucky tonight. On the verge of reaching the century mark.
And once again, Kentucky giving up 90 points. And that is a problem going forward for this Kentucky team. This kid.
Yeah, he's our Avoya player of the game, Zakai Ziegler.
And you could have also made a case for Josiah Jordan-James, but Zakai Ziegler, he started the game off with that high slot 3 and shot it with confidence, and from there just fed this entire team in orange.
Ashak misses them both. Shepard with the rebound. Push ahead to Reeves, and the layup with 109. Full court pressure from the Cats. Vescovi spins out of it. And Ziegler will be going back to the free throw line with 59.9. Fourth on Shepard with under a minute.
Tom, think about Tennessee tonight. Only 7 turnovers in this game, and the game has gone back and forth. A high possession game, but to be that clean with the ball, and Zakai Ziegler has handled it a ton, but he has not worn down, has played 32 minutes, 33 minutes in this game. His mental strength and physical strength just jumps out to me.
Dillingham for 3. Dead yet. He's got 30. Pardon me, 32 for Dillingham. And a Tennessee timeout. I was talking with Zakai Ziegler. He said, I love this building. I love playing on the road. He has produced a monster game. We're back to Rupp in 30 seconds.
My Sleep Number smart bed is so smart, it makes me better than Jamar.
What? Mine's so smart, makes me better than Justin.
You funny, dog.
That's why 80% of NFL players choose the Sleep Number smart bed.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Zakai Ziegler is the smallest volunteer basketball player since Ralph Pardo in 1980. He's played bigger than his 5'9" would suggest.
Well, he's got a huge Valentine, and Rick Barnes told me this morning that, you know, I've got to have a guy that will hold others accountable within the game. And your point guard, Tom, They have to fix the problem before the coach has to fix the problem. And Zakai Ziegler said, Coach, that's me going forward. He has complete control over his Tennessee teammates on the road in this game.
You see the tattoo on the right arm? Bet on me. I would, yeah. He bet on himself coming out of New York, finding a home in Knoxville, and his fan base reacting to him, even raising thousands of dollars in funds a couple of seasons ago when his home back in New York on Long Island burned down. The Tennessee up 8 with 46 seconds to play. Edwards commits the foul to stop the clock, and it puts Dalton Knecht at the free throw line. What if this performance by Ziegler, by James, by Vescovi? They were stuck playing in a supporting role surrounding Dalton Knecht, especially over the last 6 games. They've all stepped up big time tonight.
I love the way Tennessee is going to win this game. It wasn't a 35-point game by Dalton Knecht. They showed that they are much more than what this kid is. Now, come March, I want Dalton Knecht on my team because he's capable of bailing you out in a late game situation and going for 30. But so good tonight for Tennessee to get multiple guys confidence offensively. Dalton Knecht didn't go crazy. He only took 14 shots, so he trusted his teammates. He trusted that Tennessee offense to keep the ball moving. And they are 46 seconds away from heading back to Knoxville on the one bus trip they take.
I think
really
he was telling her that y'all got to step up your defense.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Dillingham will go to the free throw line with 39.5 seconds left.
Well, it's just an edge that you have to play with in the SEC this year in February. And Tennessee had it tonight. Kentucky not quite there. A very talented Kentucky team.
Yeah, they are loaded with talent.
Yep.
This will be 3rd loss in the last 4 games for the Cats. How does this impact how you think about what Kentucky's chances are to go on a deep tournament run?
Well, the talent is still there. That's undeniable. Now, again, they were not healthy tonight. DJ Wagner is an NBA guard waiting to happen. Got no minutes tonight. It's a 10-point game. So Kentucky, one of their issues, I know it sounds simple, but they've got to get healthy. This kid's a difference maker. His ability to get in the lane and stay in front of the ball would have definitely impacted this game. Cal said on his radio show tonight, probably a couple more days until Wagner is back, but that's a big piece. Not making an excuse. That's a big piece missing for Kentucky.
A foul for Sheppard. If that is indeed Sheppard, that's his 5th. So he's done. Played every minute last time. Don't forget, we'll get you to Spokane for Gonzaga and St. Mary's just as soon as we wrap up these final 38.7 seconds here.
Tom, Tennessee 43-36 on the boards. Jonas Aidoo with 10 rebounds in this game. His length and his toughness defensively around the rim was very impressive. And how about Awaka? Awaka plays 10 minutes and gets 6 boards. That's as good of a ratio for a rebounder as you can get.
Dillingham working on Vescovi. Oh my goodness, that is a 2. They will double check and take a look as Kentucky takes a timeout. It's 8 with 30 seconds to play.
It's hard to have your pickup point high on Dillingham because he brings it with so much speed.
The previous 3-point attempt being reviewed.
Now that's a 2. His right foot clearly on the line from that replay. But out of respect for his speed, he gets you backpedaling, and then his ability to put on the brakes and step back into a 3.
This guy can create his own shot, unlike many we've seen in college basketball this year.
Not afraid. I think that's the first quality that jumps out about Dillingham. Not afraid offensively to rise and release. And
it's actually a 2-point shot. 31.2 on the game clock.
Like Shows with the communication. It's a career high for Rob Dillingham out of Hickory, North Carolina. Played his high school basketball at Combine Academy, then the Donda Academy that was started by Kanye, and then Overtime Elite in Atlanta. He said that those last 2 stops, I learned how to play with superstars and to distribute while picking my spots. He's the one guy Kentucky can lean on tonight.
Tom, down the road, don't be surprised if Rob Dillingham is not one of those NBA All-Stars. He's got that speed and that scoring ability and that moxie about him that makes guys special.
The only thing lacking, and we're talking about it today, he said, well, my free throw's kind of mid. You know, he missed 1 or 2 at the end of that game against Florida. Would have helped seal it.
Yep. That and his body still needs to grow and develop, get stronger. It will.
Connect with 15 on 14 attempts. This is a layered Tennessee team. They can come at you in waves. They do so many things well. Reeves with the reverse and the foul. And he'll have 2 coming on the foul from Dalton Connect.
The last minute may take 5. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, Tennessee walked into a sold-out Rockin' Rupp Arena tonight. And from the opening possession, they were the aggressive team. Not that Kentucky wasn't aggressive. Tennessee was just more aggressive. And it started in the first half when we talked about every 50-50 ball, every loose rebound, rundown ball was secured by Tennessee.
Another one for Reeves. Tennessee's jumped out to an 8-point lead. Threatened a couple of times, but every time Kentucky made a run, Volunteers had an answer. Vescovy solves the press. Adu going to take it, and he gets fouled by Dillingham. Dillingham fouls out with a career-high 35. And Jonas Adu with a chance to put a capper on this one from the free throw line.
I like the confidence by Adu. That was a strong finish. He had a soft finish in the first half that Barnes took him out of the game, but he just goes right at the contact. And for a 7-footer in the open floor to make that type of play, big-time play by Jonas Adu. And great effort by Dillingham, right?
No doubt. Adu's got a double-double tonight, 10 and 10. Tennessee sitting on the century mark. Wow. I did not have 101 on the board tonight, but when Tennessee coaching staff insisted we want to run with Kentucky, that opened up the game for their stars, and it's going to result in Tennessee improving its conference record to 6-2. Rick Barnes with another win inside Rupp Arena. We spent a good time at shoot-around today talking about the favorite places that he has coached in the top places on the road. Allen Fieldhouse, Gallagher Iba, all those spots in the Big East, including the Carrier Dome. This will be the 4th win in Rupp under Rick Barnes. They won 4 total here from 76 to 15.
Well, Tom, we're very fortunate to watch film with a lot of the coaches in the SEC, but that film session last night, it had a different tone and a different focus and a different message from Rick Barnes 24 hours prior to tip, and his guys got it. And to come into Rupp and say we are right here in the thick of this SEC race, we are a top 5 team regardless of what the ranking's going to say on Monday. Message sent by Rick Barnes and his guys to all of college basketball on a fantastic Saturday, by the way.
Dillingham had 35, most by a freshman off the bench in Kentucky program history to tie Terrence Jones. But this was all the veterans for Tennessee. Vescovy, Ziegler, James. They power the Volunteers to a road win in Rupp. That's a story from Lexington. Let's get you out west. Sean Farnham in Gonzaga with Dave Fleming.